title on the line. What a shot, what a chance for Josesito Lopez.
Now, Josesito's got the pose of a guy that wants to fight. He's not giving up much ground here.
Hasn't thrown many punches yet either. They just got it started, so he's checking out Keith Thurman, see if he's got any weak points right now that he can expose.
You know, Lopez said in this camp he wanted to be a little more strategic in preparing for this fight. What kind of strategy should he have? That misses.
Well, right there, Thurman had his right hand down, and Josesito landed a left hook. And he landed another one.
So,
good jab of the body, too, by Josesito. But Thurman, like I said, he's going to get warmed up, shake off a little rust, and he'll start being a little bit more accurate himself.
I mean, Thurman very confident, but also realistic.
And I tell you, I don't see no ring rust right now.
No. That early, you could tell, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Set up. Yeah, what are the signs that are clarifying that for you, Lennox, that he looks sharp?
Well, for one thing, he hasn't missed a punch, and they look sharp to me. Moving well.
The footwork, the feet.
He hasn't done too much footwork, but, Lopez is in front of him, and he's not a hard man to miss, so. This is just a warm-up round for Thurman anyway, to get things back in the groove.
Thurman just over 5'7". Lopez just under 5'10". And the reach similar.
Yeah, but when you're squatting down in front of a guy that's shorter than you, it kind of negates any height advantage you have. You may have a little bit more reach advantage.
Uppercut.
But Thurman, he's just so, you can hear his punches.
He looks polished, doesn't he?
Not just that, yeah, of course, he's champ of the world even after a 2-year layoff. Well, they thought so much of him, they let him keep his title for 2 years.
When you have a 2-year layoff, sometimes it's good for you. Your body may have needed it.
As you showed, Lennox, when you fought the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, you had a 2-year layoff, you came back and won without much of a problem. A lot of time to reset, relax. He had a busy time. He was over in Nepal. He got married, traveling with his wife. Trained at some military gyms in Nepal.
He's going to get Warren Josesito for a low blow. That straight low while Thurman was pulling it away from the ropes.
Punches landed. If you want to check that out in the lower left, we'll keep you updated with all the information we're getting. Round one. A title on the line. A big miss from Lopez. He said he would be aggressive. He has been.
Lopez was throwing that looping right hand, and Thurman was seeing it from far, so I think it's too early to throw the punch like that. He should keep it more straight.
Why is that? You leave yourself open?
Yeah, he's leaving himself open. Plus, Thurman can see it coming, and it's just a waste of a punch.
Well, the straight punch that Josesito threw that landed a couple times already is that straight right hand to the belly. So, that kind of plays into what you're saying right there. But Thurman he's a superb athlete. You can see it. He made Josesito miss some punches at every turn during the last round.
And Lopez said you have to take a risk when you're fighting for the title and you're fighting a champion.
You can see that focused look on Thurman's face right now. He's really got the wide eyes. He's seeing everything coming. I think it's going to be a matter of time before he starts counter-punching real well.
And he's setting up. He's got that left.
He just steps back at the right time and steps in at the right time.
A couple of punches delivered. Not sure what landed from our angle.
Lopez is following Thurman around a little bit too much. He needs to cut off the ring if he wants to be effective.
Well, he tried that just now. He saw Thurman went to the right, and then he cut back to the left. He's a difficult guy to track. Here's Thurman going a little left-handed, and made Josesito miss 2 punches, 3 in a row.
Punches landed, and Thurman well ahead in that category in round 2, despite Lopez at least starting out as the aggressor. Oh, a nice response as Thurman set himself up. A minute to go in round 2.
You can see why Thurman's champ of the world, why he's undefeated. He's just really slick in there. And you can see that he sees it all. He's just biding his time before he lands something solid. He's got closer and closer to doing it.
Yeah, and he looks so much quicker than Lopez, at least in the early rounds.
That's going to be telling in the next couple of rounds because Lopez is throwing these punches. They're going to slow down, and Keith Thurman's going to take advantage of that.
All right, protected well by Lopez from Thurman. Lopez.
Just what we were talking about. He just took a little half step back,
and
Josesito stepped in and clipped him with the left hook right on the tip of the chin.
Yeah, because he's seen that punch coming.
Referee Steve Willis says you're okay. Into the ropes. Thurman.
That left hand by Thurman is getting through.
And the end of the round as Thurman was ready to end the fight. And let's listen in.
Well, right here, this is where Thurman just took a little step back, a little angle, as Josesito was throwing his left hand. His right hand was down, and he clipped him with a great left hook right on the tip of the chin.
And Lopez,
where he steps back out.
Yeah, Lopez was throwing the wide hook, and he kept that right hand low, and it just clipped in your right.
Remember in the fighter meeting, that's what Thurman said he was going to look for.
And well, he didn't look close enough. Around that's double the average for those fighters in this welterweight division. He's ahead slightly after round one. He took himself further ahead in that second round against Lopez.
That knockdown gave Thurman a lot of confidence now. Now Thurman knows that he can hurt him. He's going to step towards him a little bit more.
Yeah, had that round gone a little longer, I got the impression, Lennox, that Thurman would have finished this fight.
You know, as I watched the end of that last round, I think Thurman should have really controlled himself a little bit better and been a little bit more patient. He kind of was, throwing some wild punches at the end. But I think this round here, he's going to get back to a real sharp stance and probably land another couple big shots somewhere along the line.
Lopez at age 34 misses big, and again, nothing but sweat flying against the 30-year-old Thurman, who's working inside, or tried to. Already a knockdown in this fight. Between the gloves, a jab at the head of Lopez.
And Thurman's doing the right thing. This is what you got to do. Stick that jab out. Stick that jab out. Get him occupied with that jab before you throw on any other combination.
Good right hand by Josesito over the top. I mean, it didn't have a lot of effect, but it somewhat landed.
Nice left from Thurman. He's working it.
And Josesito kept his right hand up pretty good off that left hook. He's got to be very aware of that to keep his hand up. When one hand's working, the other one's got to be protected.
Thurman dancing successfully. Heidi is in the Lopez corner with trainer Robert Garcia.
Robert, what do you want from Josesito Lopez in this round?
After he got dropped, I need him to fight smart, not get caught in exchanges.
Which he is getting caught in exchanges right now.
Inteligente. You know, I want for 2 rounds I need to fight smart, fight intelligent to recover from the knockdown.
Thanks, Coach. Chris?
All right, so his corner realizes he's behind. So how do you be aggressive and still fight smart against a guy like Thurman?
Well, look, Thurman steps back so nicely. You know, he makes up that room. You step in, he's going to step back, and then he counters. And he's just been doing that at the beginning of this round with effectiveness.
And look at that. That graphic supports exactly what you're saying. It's amazing, some of the statistics and the information that we can come up while this fight is in progress. Boxing analytics to help you through this fight. The eye test, it's been all Thurman. That's why he's the champ, playoff or not.
Yeah, he's no ordinary fighter. He's just got great eyes, great reflexes, good power, really good power.
And a real thoughtful, smart fighter. You know, he reads books on philosophy in his spare time.
Well, I was quite impressed when I heard him talk at the fighter meeting yesterday. You know, he's very intelligent, very well spoken, very articulate.
His latest book, How to Live Fearlessly, the title. And there's a number of authors that he really enjoys reading.
And he's a realist too. He speaks the truth.
Yeah. I like that he said, you may not see my best here, and I'll work up to that. And if he's in as control as it appears, he said he hopes this will be over in 6. We'll see if he can control that part of this title fight.
But it's obvious Lopez is not, giving any ground. He's still coming forward. He's looking to land some punches, and he's looking for a knockout here. If he could possibly do it, he's going to try.
Hands up! Hands up!
He's going to try something nobody else has ever done, which is beat Thurman or knock him out. And that's, the odds of that happening aren't good.
At 28-0.
Ooh, good.
That left landed, and they came back with a right. Lopez to the head of Thurman. Maybe his best punch in this bout so far.
That's what he's got to do.
Wrapping up round 4 on Fox.
Oh, great left hook right hand by Thurman.
Thurman finishing strong after there were moments of a shot to the head.
Attack coming with a bunch of punches which Thurman really blocked. Hitting Thurman on the back of the neck.
With Lennox Lewis, Joe Goose, and Chris Myers, ringside with you on Fox, Premier Boxing Champion, a world welterweight title on the line. Best round was that last round for the challenger Lopez, but Thurman ahead in this fight and has a knockdown to his credit. A stylish champion. Heidi.
Coach, what do you want to see from Keith Thurman in this round?
I just want to see him be the boss out there. Keep working his jab, hitting the body, mixing his attack, and just winning the round. Just how important this guy at this stage.
Thanks so much, Coach. Chris?
All right, thank you, Heidi. Discovered at age 7 by trainer Ben Getty, trained by Don Birmingham since 2009 after the passing of Getty. Thurman is quiet outside the ring. What you need to know, he drives a Prius and has a pet Chihuahua. But he fights like a mean dog.
Yeah, he's a throwback. He's part hippie,
part hippie. Okay, part an all champion, all fighter. Our unofficial scorer, former judge and referee himself, Larry Hazard, ringside, scoring this. Larry, expound, please.
40-35, a shutout for Thurman. He's showing everything in the toolbox, pitching the shutout.
But that closest round, the best round for Lopez was the last round?
Last round, round 4.
Thank you, Larry. We'll watch closely as Lopez's corner is well aware of their situation.
And Robert Garcia knows what he's doing. He knows how he's prepared Lopez. He knows what type of shape he's in. So he's going to have him, go forward and try to land punches like he just did right there. He's got to get back in the fight, and he doesn't have a lot of time to do it.
I mentioned the trainer who discovered Keith Thurman, Ben Getty, and passed away, and he wears Ben Getty on his shorts in his honor, thankful for the man who gave him his big opportunity.
Well, Getty did a wonderful job with Thurman, that's for sure. And Dan Birmingham has picked up the mantle and of course, continued it. Great move by Thurman. Just got into that left hook, came out of that roll, landed a right hand counter.
Yeah, Lopez, his face marked up a bit here.
Thurman's just a step ahead with his speed. His quickness is right on. That 2 years layoff really helped him, really helped his body. His body's thanking him for that, and he's come back strong.
Good exchange. Well, you two were on it from the start, saying that there was no rust visible on the part of Keith Thurman. Used his time as wisely as he could. Didn't like sitting out with the injuries, especially when you're holding the title and people want to take you on.
And the good thing is the hand that was operated on the right hand is really working well tonight.
Yes, no layoff. As this round, a great exchange.
Have you ever heard a fighter express himself any better than that? I mean, he's such a charismatic guy, so and so truthful and speaks from the heart.
And there's a lot of athletes talking about depression now, so it's not only boxers that go through depression. A lot of athletes go through it.
Well, in such a macho sport, when you need to man up about yourself, it helps. Keith Thurman has done that. Looking healthy, looking sharp, looking like a champion.
Now, I will tell you, at the end of the last round, Thurman landed a great left hook right hand, and Josesito came back with a counter right hand that landed right at the bell. So, look, he's not giving up, and there's still a chance for him to win a couple rounds here if he keeps the pressure up and keeps throwing. But if he lets Thurman just keep boxing and moving around him, he's going to have a hard time winning any of these.
We're seeing some terrific boxing from Thurman. He's got the jab going, and the percentages, those thrown, those landed. You know, Lopez was hoping that 2-inch height advantage would help him out, but we haven't seen it play in his favor. Above his left eye, forehead mark, double dip. Oh, good exchange there. Sweat flag in the corner. A left misses after a left connected from Lopez, and then here comes Thurman.
And you know when Thurman is dangerous? When his back touches the ropes. Anytime his back touches the ropes, he's coming out fearless.
Landed a body shot there, Lennox. A miss from Lopez. Right landed, right in front of the cameras, and he's on the ropes. Here's Thurman. He needs to get away from the ropes. Lopez seizing the opportunity, talking about how to take a risk, but here comes an answer from Keith Thurman. A big miss, off balance from Lopez.
Lopez is throwing that looping right hand again. He's got to be careful because he's leaving himself wide open.
That was the best flurry that he had this whole fight, Lopez, when he had Thurman on the ropes. And he's got a real hard left hook to the liver. Let me tell you something. If he lands it, you know, he can slow you down with it. So this is what he's got to do. Lopez should be using that jab, too, as he's coming out. Just walking in with his hands still.
Lopez behind in every round the way we're watching it.
Lopez's thigh is starting to swell. He's got blood coming out of his nose.
Wrapping up round 6, scheduled for 2. Again at the bell.
By Lopez, here it goes again. And that one caught Thurman, but, you know, he's been throwing a lot of them, and not a lot of them have been catching Thurman. So this was only one. Yeah, sometimes he misses, and here goes a miss. And this is where Thurman takes advantage of it, comes back with his punches.
22-month layoff. Those 12 rounds, Lennox, may feel a little bit different with the kind of fight we're seeing.
Well, he's excited about being in the ring. He wants to go the rounds. Being out of the ring for 2 years, obviously he wants to work. So, you know, this is where he gets to work. If he goes 12 rounds, it won't do nothing to him. That's what he wants. But if he can make it shorter, he doesn't get paid for overtime.
He gets paid to be the champ, and he wants to remain the champ and stay undefeated. Oh, he's getting inside. That right landed it.
Thurman landed a couple nice right uppercuts. He stepped back and landed a little choppy right hand himself.
A little bit off balance from Lopez. You see that swelling again on the forehead.
And Lopez is stalking him. He threw 2 right hands that missed. And look, but he's really starting to hunt down Thurman right now. I think he thinks that he's slowing down a little bit and that he can get to him if he keeps the pressure on.
And Lennox, you made the point. Thurman doesn't seem comfortable on the ropes, or at least that's been the best position for Lopez to have Thurman.
If I was Thurman right now, I'd make Lopez throw that right hand and come back. Just roll with it and come back with a punch.
Oh, he's got him off balance. Lopez hammering away.
He hurt Thurman with a left hook and a right hand.
The head knocked backwards. A left that lands to the head of Thurman. Lopez.
Thurman's hurt.
Powerfully charging, forcing him back in the ropes. Lopez trying to finish it.
At this point, Thurman should really hang on. Slow down the pace.
Thurman's not answering with anything.
Well, right now he's still hurt. He's just moving for his life. And if he doesn't hold on, he's going to be in trouble.
Thurman ahead in this fight, but not in this round. Some body blows.
Listen,
Lopez until the refs separate.
Thurman's on the verge of getting stopped right now. Let me just tell you something. There's a minute left in this round, and if Lopez lands another couple good combinations like that, he can stop him.
Thurman needs to hang on. That's what he needs to do right now.
He's dancing away from Lopez, who's charging and swinging. The ropes are right.
It's harder for a boxer to go back right now.
Blood flying, sweat flying.
close look right now, let me tell you.
30 seconds in round 7. Best answer was a left from Thurman that didn't bother Lopez.
Lopez is tired right now. He punched himself out a little bit.
And Thurman's still standing.
Well, he's still the one with the clear mind right now, so he may have punched himself out, but if he gets in close enough, he's going to land a good shot.
And he's doing the right thing. He's touching him with that jab. Keep touching him with that jab. Good uppercut by Thurman.
That misses by Thurman. And the miss by Lopez. What a terrific round.
Wow.
We saw the best of Lopez, the challenger, and the weakest in this fight of Keith Thurman, the champ.
Here we go. Here's the left hook right there. That's the first thing that started it off on Thurman. Both hands were down, and he was on the ropes like Lennox Lewis said he shouldn't be. Now, Josesito comes right back, straight right hand, and look, he repeated this the whole round. He really tracked Thurman all over the ring. And here's another right hand.
Notice it was straight.
Yeah, exactly like you called for. Finished up with the jab, another right hand to the ear. And here we go. I'm sure the left hook is going to be coming here after this right hand. There's a right hand. No, he took himself out of the picture with that right hand, but he's going to come back with the hook. There it is. Thurman was able to block it.
I was surprised Thurman's corner never put some ice on his neck. He needed to put some ice on Thurman's neck, get him back into the fight.
They put it on his forehead. Lopez landed a fight-high 20 punches in round 7 and won his first round of this bout unofficially dominated action.
And let me tell you, this is what you get when you train with Robert Garcia. You get great sparring, you get great instructions, you get great conditioning, and it's showing right now. And like I said, this is the only thing that really kept Josesito in this fight, I believe, is the great work he got at the Garcia gym. And he's got a chance to win this fight now.
And what kept Thurman in the fight was the movement. Keeping the guy off balance.
Just took another right hand. He's getting hit with that at will from Josesito right now, and we're early in the round.
Larry Hazard unofficially scoring with us. This is how he has it that last round going to Lopez, but overall the champ hanging on here.
Oh yeah, he's been dominating. I don't think there's any question about it.
And more blood from the nose of Lopez.
You know, we're only in the 8th round right now. We got a long way to go. And Thurman is the one who's really on the defense right now, and Josesito has got the momentum going for him.
Josesito Lopez from California and from Florida, the champ. His title on the line. Keith Thurman, undefeated. And in a battle, maybe more than he bargained for. He did not underestimate his opponent.
Thurman just hit Lopez with the body, and Lopez just shook his head like nothing. I think right now Lopez has got the strength right now in the power department. I think he's really got he's more fresh with power right now.
When the punches have landed, they have had an impact.
And Thurman's moving around, but what he needs to do is stop and take and throw a left-right because he's got the power to knock out Lopez.
Yeah, Lennox, it seems like Thurman has lost some of his aggressiveness here.
A little bit. I mean, he's moving, so I think he's trying to get his head straight again before he mounts an attack.
Took out some brutal shots in that 7th round.
And you have to remember, Keith Thurman hasn't been hit for 2 years. So, you know, his neck and his chin has to get used to those punches again.
Especially with 8-ounce gloves.
So you don't spar with those, or he wasn't because of the hand?
No, you just, these 8-ounce gloves are for fight gloves.
And it's funny, you can,
for 47 and down.
You can be in there and think the punch ain't a hard punch, but it affects your body in a different way.
Well, yeah, in the replay, Lennox, we saw the movement when that punch was landed by Lopez to the head of Keith Thurman. Wrapping up round 8. They have finished with a flurry in each round as the bell sounds.
Lopez punches, straight punches, which are more effective punches.
That's Tanya, i.e. the Inland Empire, Riverside, California, against
Lopez is ripping his punches right now. Right hand, left hook, even though it bounced off the gloves of Thurman. Man, he's really got power behind it right now. That just means he worked hard in the gym.
So now, Lennox, your thoughts on when we might see fatigue set in? You talked about not having taken a punch from Thurman in the last 22 months when he was out with injury. Does Lopez have an advantage the longer this goes?
Well, I don't know, because Lopez is taking a lot of punches as well. And he's moving forward, so he's expending a lot of energy. So if he can keep that energy level high, it makes him be able to do something, which he's doing.
Yeah, Lopez has taken a lot less punches in the last 3-4 rounds than he did in the first 5 or 6 rounds. So right now, again, the guy who's taking the harder punches is Thurman. If he wants to turn this around, he's going to have to land something of some consequences, like that, with a left hook right hand like you called for.
Early it was all Thurman. This fight has been tipped in favor, at least in the last few rounds. As you see, Thurman has landed the most punches, unofficially.
Yeah, Lopez is basically putting really hard pressure, and he's basically running at Thurman, which is, he's got no fear of Thurman's punch right now, which cannot be good psychologically for Thurman. He's going, look, my punches aren't having any effect on Lopez, and he's just basically running me around the ring right now.
Thurman's just really moving around the ring. He's waiting for the opening. He's trying to wait for that opening so he can take advantage of it.
And the power punch percentages, Thurman.
That solid left hook from Thurman from Lopez to the body on Thurman is just devastating. Just hear the power when he hits him with it.
The left from Lopez. A body shot. There's Thurman landing a punch. And a response from Lopez.
Thurman landed a good left hook to the body, and then came up the middle with left uppercut right hand. So there's a left hook right hand by Lopez.
Body shot from Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez is going to the body good. And that's what you need to do against Keith Thurman.
Lopez
slow him down a little bit.
The more experience. Overhand right. And then
and a great left hook by Lopez. They've both been countering each other and both hurting each other in the middle of that.
The right lands to the head of Lopez. A solid shot.
Actually, it was on the chin.
Oh, yeah.
Another exciting for all boxing.
And here's Thurman connecting with a good right hook on the chin.
And Lopez comes right back, bang, with his counter right there. Thurman missing with his hook counter. This is what was going on this whole round. One would throw a punch to Keith Thurman. Yeah, you could tell he kind of recruits again. And now he's using a good jab right hand. That's 3 in a row right there.
Referenced Larry Hazard scoring this fight. We had the 10-10 was up there. We didn't update the number there. It has to be
9-10.
Yes. But he had an 88-82 in the round with Thurman, so it was that close. But important for Thurman to get a round back after it looked like Lopez won the previous 2.
Absolutely. But look, again, you can tell the type of shape Lopez is in, and I know he's being pushed in his corner to keep the pressure on Thurman and try to hurt him again. It's his only chance. He's got to hurt him and then knock him out.
Yeah, because
he's far behind on points right now.
That's right, Joe. And he mentioned, Lopez said, you got to take it from the chin. I got to take risks. I got to go pull this away from Thurman.
Good
left.
Yeah, but that was blocked.
It was, but still, you can see it's a powerful hook that he's throwing, as opposed to that.
Good defense from Lopez. Punches landed Thurman. More than a shovel.
Yeah, Lopez has kind of abandoned that straight right hand, that lead right hand he was doing. He's not throwing it as much as he was earlier in the past couple of rounds. Am I right?
I think he's biding his time. He's trying to get that perfect punch. That perfect punch can never be there unless he throws another punch in first. He's got to throw that jab. Keith Thurman's throwing the jab. That's what he needs to do. Throwing the jab and moving, giving him different angles, not making himself an easy target.
For Lopez, this his 44th pro fight. He's never gone beyond 10 rounds. You have that weight against the layoff of Keith Thurman, who after being rushed earlier, Answers there. And there's Thurman. There's Lopez. Boy, when one guy lands, the other guy has an answer.
Yeah, Thurman countered really nice off the right hand out of the corner there, off of Lopez's chin, but here comes Lopez again.
30 to go. We'll have 2 rounds after this.
That's what Lopez needs to do, start going to the body. Thurman's too evasive when he's moving like that. He's got to hit the body a little bit more and set up the punch for the head.
Good left-right combination by Thurman.
Yeah, looks like he's bounced back a little. Oh, and there goes Lopez. He's got him.
He's dropping that right hand on his hook to the body.
Dancing out of it. Body punches, only 22 of those have actually landed.
Joe, if Lopez's trainer never arrived, would this be a different fight?
I think so. I think that's a great question. I don't think if Robert Garcia, if he had not shown up, I think it would have been really a different fight for Lopez. I think Robert's an inspiration to have in the corner. And he's really motivating Josesito right now.
And Lopez fighting like an underdog, but with confidence. In high school, he was a top cross-country runner, a state champion.
Ooh, that's a great right hand by Thurman right there.
His endurance being tested here. The longest he's ever fought professionally. Lopez taking on the champ.
Lopez is not seeing Thurman's jab. He's just allowing Thurman to poke him with that jab, which he shouldn't. He should block it. Or parry it.
Or jab with him.
He's going to have to do something because he hasn't taken it from Thurman.
No, not only that, he's losing this round right now. He's tracking very hard, he's pressing very hard, but Thurman's the one who's been landing the crisp, hard punches so far.
Now Lopez has lost the last 2 rounds, even though they've been close. He misses there.
But he landed a nice short left hook on Thurman.
And they're
right off the ropes there. Oh, they were trading back and forth.
A left after the uppercut from Thurman.
Thurman landed a left hook and a left uppercut on that exchange right there.
Thurman looking a little bit weary.
Thurman did say it bothered him, as impressive as his record is. Here at Barclays, he's never had a knockout. He only has a round and a minute to do that against the feisty Lopez.
He's a little punch behind the head from Lopez.
The ref says enough of that.
But so far, it's Thurman this round. He's landing the punches, even though he's on the run. He's on the move. He's still landing the good punches. Like that.
Yes, it accelerated.
And then getting out of harm's way.
Yeah,
great combination by Thurman. 1, 2, 3, 4 combination, then he moves. Perfect.
Ref saying hands are free. A lot of movement.
Oh, great left hook right hand. But a counter right hand by Lopez. He's not giving up.
Yeah, nice set of punches thrown there.
Good combination punches by Thurman. This is what you need to do.
A miss by Lopez.
Oh, a lot of stuff going behind the head.
Behind the head, that reach with the right.
Lopez wants him to stand up and fight.
Well, here's the right uppercut, lead right uppercut, right through the gloves of Lopez. And then here comes a right hand lead and a counter hook by Thurman.
Yeah, this is where Lopez says, give me some more. Stand up and fight. Come and fight. Come and fight. He wants a fight.
And why would Thurman do that? I mean, Thurman did well by boxing. Now look, in the corner from Robert Garcia, he told him, look, you've got a shot here, which means he doesn't think he's winning, but you got to put the pressure on. He said, you got a shot here to win it.
Oh, Thurman showing his stuff. The last 3 rounds he's won after Lopez had a series of rounds where he almost tilted this fight in his favor. But ahead is the champ. The challenger needs to deliver.
Lopez is looking for that one power punch, and that sometimes that one power punch isn't there. Thurman is happy because he can throw combinations, and Lopez is there.
The scorecard that close, but Thurman clearly ahead. So Is the knockout the only thing that can give Lopez this bout?
I think so. I think because Thurman survived that attack a few rounds back, and he's come back to win the last 3 rounds at least. And, you know, even Robert Garcia in the corner says, you've got a shot. You know, he didn't say all you got to do is win this round or you're ahead. Yeah. He said you got a shot.
Let me tell you, I've seen some funny decisions lately, so...
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no disputing that.
And some of those people are laughing at the funny decisions, but 19 knockouts in Lopez's career.
Well, I'll tell you, he almost had 20 tonight, a couple rounds back. But look, this is one heck of a fight for Thurman to take as a comeback fight after 2 years.
Yeah,
he got a real prepared Josesito Lopez, trained by Robert Garcia.
And he is showing the toughness of this division and this welterweight class, and he called this the get-back fight. He's back.
And Thurman said it was going to be a tough fight. He said it wasn't going to be an easy fight. I think the only thing he's lacking is a little bit of strength, but other than that, he's looking good.
Yeah, I think this fight, aside from the fact that he got hurt a bunch of times,
Lopez trying to get that big punch. He misses big. And again.
Lopez knows he needs to get that big punch in there. He's trying...
Shot by Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez said, I feel like an elite fighter. I've had an elite training camp.
Great counter punch off that body shot by Lopez. Thurman threw a nice right hand off of it. But Lopez is landing solid punches right now. He's only got 30 seconds left to do something like that. He went on a nice overhand right over there.
Thurman's doing the right thing, keeping his hands up. He's got to keep his hands up, especially in this last round. He can't take no chances whatsoever.
Great right hand by Thurman.
After 12 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have a majority decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Don Ackerman scores about 113 to 113, even a draw. Judge Steve Weisfeld scores about 115 to 111. Judge Tom Schreck sees it 117 to 109 in favor of the winner. And still, the undefeated WBA